Historic achievement. Noah Lyles joins Usain Bolt with epic Peat in men's 200-meter. Tokyo 2025 highlights. Lyles becomes just the second athlete in history to capture 4 successive 200-meter titles. And very quickly, his sights were on being the first to win 5 in a row in 2027. Updated on 19 September 2025 20:25 GMT plus 63-minute read. Noah Lyles became the second athlete in history to win 4 straight men's 200-meter titles at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo on Friday, the 19th of September. And is already thinking 5. Lyles showed a furious closing rush to grab gold in 19.52, joining Usain Bolt, 2009 to 2015, as the only two to accomplish the 200m Peat. The 28-year-old Lyles had to hold off a hard-charging Kenneth Bednarek, 19.58, from the outside to cap a US 1-2. I can't wait for 2027 to become the only man to win 5 200-meter titles, Lyles said, looking ahead to the next Worlds in Beijing. Today, I didn't have the start I had in the semifinal, but I knew I was still moving fast. I studied my competitors. I knew their momentum was going to show up once we got closer to 150m, but mine was going to build up after I hit that mark. Being patient was the most important thing. I controlled the race. I knew some of the guys were going to tighten up, but I just stayed relaxed and got the job done. I am proud to be able to show all my skills. In the vibrant lights of Tokyo's National Stadium, history was made once again. On September 19, 2025, the world of athletics witnessed a spectacle that will be etched into the annals of sprinting forever. Noah Lyles, the American sprint sensation, powered down the track in a breathtaking display of speed, strategy, and sheer determination to win his 4th consecutive World Championship gold in the men's 200 meters, joining the legendary Usain Bolt as one of the only sprinters in history to achieve such a feat. It was not just a race. It was a celebration of human will, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Every step Lyles took symbolized years of dedication, training, and moments of doubt overcome. With a final time of 19.52 seconds, Lyles cemented his name among the sprinting elite, leaving fans around the globe in awe. The road to Tokyo, a journey of persistence. Noah Lyles' path to Tokyo 2025 has been paved with triumphs, challenges, and the occasional heartbreak. Known for his charismatic personality and unmatchable speed, Lyles had already made a name for himself in the 100m and 200m events. However, the 200m has always been his signature stage. After the Tokyo Olympic Games in 2021, where Lyles narrowly missed the top podium finish, he embarked on a mission of redemption. Seasons of rigorous training, fine-tuning his sprint mechanics, and mental preparation led to his dominant performances in previous World Championships. By the time Tokyo 2025 arrived, Lyles was not just a contender. He was the favorite, carrying the hopes of a nation and the expectations of an athletics community hungry for history. The semifinals in Tokyo were a spectacle themselves. Lyles surged to the finish line with a world-leading 19.51 seconds, demonstrating not only his physical superiority but his mental strength. It was a clear message to his competitors. History was within reach, and he was ready to claim it. The final, drama on the track. The men's 200-meter final began under a cloudless Tokyo sky, with a roaring crowd that seemed to pulse with every heartbeat of the athletes. 54 competitors had been whittled down to the finest sprinters from around the globe. Among them, the eyes of the world were fixed on Noah Lyles, Kenny Bednarek, and Jamaica's Brian Level, with reigning Olympic champion Lyles Tobago also adding intrigue to the final lineup. The starter's pistol fired, and the athletes exploded from the blocks. Lyles, true to his trademark style, had a slightly slower start compared to some of his rivals, a factor that made spectators hold their breath. But as he entered the curve, the magic began. His long, fluid strides began to eat up the track, and his acceleration in the last 80 meters was nothing short of breathtaking. By the time Lyles crossed the finish line, Kenny Bednarek had taken silver with a season-best 19.58 seconds, and Brian Level secured bronze at 19.64 seconds, narrowly outpacing Tobago. Lyles' triumph was not merely about the clock. It was about the artistry of sprinting, pacing, timing, and execution that few have ever mastered. Matching a legend, joining Usain Bolt. To understand the magnitude of Lyles' accomplishment, one must reflect on the legacy of Usain Bolt, the Jamaican sprinting phenomenon whose name is synonymous with speed itself. Bolt's record of 4 consecutive world championships in the 200m, achieved between 2009 and 2015, has long been considered untouchable. Yet, on this historic night in Tokyo, Noah Lyles not only equaled Bolt's achievement but did so with a distinct style that made the sprint uniquely his own. Bolt was known for his towering presence and effortless acceleration. Lyles' strength lies in his strategic pacing and a finishing kick that seems almost superhuman. The parallels between the two champions are undeniable, yet their differences highlight the evolution of sprinting and the emergence of new heroes on the track. Lyles' sprinting philosophy, beyond the numbers. What sets Noah Lyles apart is not just his speed but his approach to the sport. In interviews leading up to the Tokyo 2025 championships, Lyles spoke about the mental aspect of sprinting. "It's not just about your legs," he said. "It's about knowing when to push, when to conserve, and having faith in your preparation. The race is won in your mind before it's won on the track." This philosophy was evident in Tokyo. Despite a slightly slower reaction time at the start, Lyles executed his race plan flawlessly. His ability to remain calm under pressure and trust his training allowed him to unleash an incredible finishing sprint that left competitors and spectators alike in awe. Lyles' performance is a reminder that sprinting is as much mental as it is physical. It's about controlling adrenaline, optimizing form, and making split-second decisions that can define history. A global celebration. Noah Lyles' victory was not just an American triumph. It was a celebration of sport worldwide. Fans in Tokyo cheered, broadcasters around the globe highlighted his journey, and social media erupted with admiration for the young sprinter who had joined the pantheon of legends. From casual athletics enthusiasts to seasoned track analysts, the message was unanimous. Noah Lyles is a once-in-a-generation talent, capable of defining an era of sprinting in the same way Bolt did. The images of his jubilant celebration on the track, raising his hands to the crowd with a radiant smile, will be remembered as one of the iconic moments of Tokyo 2025. The significance of the 4 Peat. Winning a single world championship is a remarkable feat. Winning 4 consecutive titles in a highly competitive event like the 200m is almost mythical. Lyles' 4 Peat symbolizes consistency, resilience, and the ability to perform under the most intense pressure. It also demonstrates the evolution of sprinting. Over the past decade, the competition has become fiercer, with athletes from Africa, Europe, the Americas, and the Caribbean consistently challenging the dominance of traditional sprinting powerhouses. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.